haters say we're the only thing I'm thinking is to get some Gatorade. And just because I rap like I can say like Betty White, white the fuck up extra strike, I need more electrolytes. And that's such a night, baby. Yeah, I probably need you now. And yeah, you got me thirsty like I need some aquafina. Oh, baby, Jelly Peachy, you hit me to the core. You're the main reason I be flipping to the store right now. Just to buy some cups and lots of shit that we can pour. Drowning in my pain, you can sip a little more. But goddamn now, you can see the pilot flying. Like it's now these damn haters really need a fire hydrant. Life is a slow way, you better know your lesson. But goddamn now, why you come out so aggressive? But listen here, you niggas always sweating, stressing. I got this only question, tell me, can you sort of apology? Why you be acting nasty? You sort of apology. You be acting thirsty, you sort of object. You be acting thirsty, you sort of object. Just a dollar man. You might need a smoothie for your brain, for your brain. You might need a soda for your heart, for your heart. Bitch, y'all already toxic, be the same. And like you know, you only made a mark on some dry shit. Looking like you're raising lower room. But a man, all you do is got you washed up like an age. Start to think about the past, make you laugh. Man, I bet your mama had to make your ass take a bath. Spend the future money, think about the gas that you had. That should stay up in the safe. You ain't safe, so stay away. Man, you niggas so depressing. I don't really think it bother those. You bitches so depressing. I just think you need a water hose. You get an H for you and you eaters on the honor road. Follow rainbow waters and you'll never find a pot of gold. Looking like a leprechaun, you know, in the face. Yeah, I can see the greed when a demon get a taste. They got to wish you will to sip a drink and flip the change. They too stable in their life. They got payments by the night. Yeah, grace, they'll be alright. I can tell them that they gotta chill. That's how technically speaking, I don't think they pay their water bill. Blood all on your hands and been around and you ain't wash them still. Esoteric parasite and that is why you probably ill. Call up in your head, you hardly chill. Body drop. Haters only need some TLC and waterfalls. When you're sort of concentrated, why you be acting nasty? You're sort of concentrated. You be acting thirsty, you're sort of object. You be acting thirsty, you're sort of object. Alright, it's the calling, sort of object. Why you be acting thirsty, you're sort of object. You be acting thirsty, you're sort of object. You be acting nasty, it's all in my Just a dollar man.
Oh, so that's how you make new age classics in this motherfucker. Not all that other shit. I got big rocks on top. With that bird or plane. This is trash if it was in the sky. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Well, nobody kids asking was that a bird or plane. Oh, somebody must have died today. They had a funeral, balloons was flying and shit, writing stuff, gang signs on the trash. Oh, that's all the trash cans at the end of a blimp. Somebody just got married, energy, and said, "What no bird or no plane?" I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It sure wasn't no fat ass. No fat ass. You ain't putting too much weight on it. I'm saying, talk about big rocks and stuff. Oh, I'm saying, hey, I'm be on Cosmic Cave real soon. I'll be on Cosmic Cave freestyle real soon. The tide's high. I fly high. Look in the sky. See the flight boss fly by. That's it. That done killed everybody's bars that ever could be in the sky. No, I said it'd kill all anybody. Anybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying I'm somewhere up there. Up where? Just say I'm somewhere in the air. Bitch, I'm upstairs. Hey, live from the basement. Everything in reverse in the third dimension. That bitch. I'm the best freestyler on earth. I'm the best concept, battle rapper, construct, energy correlator ever existed. I didn't know that bitch. Hey, blazing star stuff. Hey, Uncle Pilot Man. Ain't no Uncle say Uncle Pilot, Uncle Man. Oh, for that. Boy. I'm the most high. All right, now let's check this out. We're going to get into some real good energies because I need everybody out there to have a healthy mind, healthy spirit. Fuck a holiday. To save the turkeys. No one gives a fuck about no G money, goddamn wet, ashy knuckle cat passing out turkey sigils and shit like that. Them turkeys was alive one time. Y'all said the turkeys was alive at one time and shit like that, having a good old time running around here where there wasn't no seamen. Live from the Seaman coming over here on floating water, Blue Crescent Skyman facing us. Oh, that Aquaman. Oh, Sons of Liberty on John Adams and them. I'm gonna have to sip my tea on that. Turkeys was running around, screaming real good. Nobody was worried about them until they was getting old, get ready, and God nurtured them the right way. They was left on their own volition, their own spiritual system. Ain't nothing wrong with them, that goddamn rooster hormones. Ain't nothing wrong with them damn chicken hormones. God crafted them. They had their own spiritual system. No human was domesticating them, running around. When they got old, they came and laid and fell in front of the natives. Like, here, have me. You know what I'm saying? That God started talking through it like, I gave this to you. That was the creation of animism. After that, anything somebody else doing is foreign. Watch you. Anything somebody else is doing, animals, they deserve that. Don't want to eat a hamburger right now. You get ready to go to jail. You just robbed a bank. Say you want to think about robbing no bank. So you ate that chicken McNugget sandwich and shit like that. Now you about to rob a bank. You feel like you need a divorce now and shit like that. See what I'm saying? Some other shit going on. Y'all be paying attention to. Hey, get offline needing validation. Get your monkey ass off. Like, you don't say you don't need that means validation real quick. Don't say learn how to find where God validates something. That might take a lot of energy work from you. You might got to sit somewhere and be like, I like this. I like this. I like that. I like that. I like this. I like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to be in that kind of energy real good. If you don't know how to find that energy, you ain't got no God. So whatever you about to create, it ain't attractive. It look like what you think other people creating what they're in search for attraction. Then you don't know all the details and percentage scales where a person see that at. And you be around with more retarded people than you, especially if you watch my channel. So you'll be sitting there trying to make something carve up, shaped up, thinking it's through the lens of somebody else's attraction that's ugly as hell. You're an ugly ass spirit. If you was around them personally, it's an ugly ass spirit. They're gonna try to make something attractive for ugly spirit. That demon gonna start looking at it like Constantine, like, yeah, make your life ugly. Now here you go complaining. I was such a good person. I got taken advantage of. No, you just wasn't shit. You was lost in validation. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna get it real clear, direct, bitch. School is in session. Real mental goddamn practices and stuff like that. Get your mind right and stuff. You don't be lost in the world. Then whatever you present in the world, most attractive, creative, imaginary fantasy, Star Wars fantasy online plus X volume 10. Real shit. You don't need no memory card. Bitch, you are the walking memory card. You are the walking symbol. Someone need to be around you to know how to play the video game. You a hidden gem. Now make sure nobody taking advantage of you, because they can go ahead and buy a goddamn Game Shark. You know what I'm saying? They go ahead and buy a goddamn code book or whatever like that. Now when they're around you, bitch, they get some golly energy for free. You make bitches, motherfucker, respect it. I say respect this. I got God in me, bitch. I ain't letting it go either. Let me see you trying to take a little piece of God what God gave me and try to put it for yourself on your plate, bitch. I don't give a fuck about Thanksgiving. Sam, real shit, bitch. Like, you some food for thought, bitch. And put all poison and seasoning blood in your spaghetti. So, no, I'm gonna fill that real shit. Esoterically speaking, we talking esoteric right now. Don't actually do that in no pot of food and stuff like that. Because you mad because you figured out somebody was cheating, but you ain't want to open your mouth about it, so you want to play slick with it. So this person could just end up gone and disappear in 3 months. And you know what I'm saying? People's family got to figure out what happened and shit like that, and still can't figure it out because somebody left it up for your ass to cook. No, it's just like I put things in its proper context. Everybody ain't trustworthy and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, wonton noodle soup face. Oh, that's that real shit. Everybody got that good grandma energy. You get the the best chicken you ever tasted in your life. You know what I'm saying? Best salt, butter, red, rye bread, and that stuff, all kind of shit. Old cranberry sauce on the side. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Gravy, mashed potato, Salisbury steak, all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear that? Get out. Don't even do it. Go buy you some meat. Go to a restaurant or something like that. Real shit. You don't know who you dealing with. You know what I'm saying? I was your wife last week, not this week. Too much energy going on in the sky right now. No, I'm saying I got the good grand fire trying and shit like that. Just chill out, trusting everybody and shit like that. I don't know. Say a little piece of slobber that be on your face in the morning, be in your drink. You can't see it. It's mixed in with your favorite drink. Say your favorite smoothie. Waking up in the morning, you have somebody else in charge of that. Just that bitch. Say, I don't know what the fuck going on. She just probably just got offline, listening to some damn feminist shit and shit like that. Talk about, yeah, do this, do this. He'll do anything you want him to do, and you ain't even got to outwardly tell him all day, 24/7. This chick slobbering your goddamn juicy shit. Say that shit. I don't know what the fuck going on online nowadays. Shit, YouTube that turned to the damn black market. Real shit, witchcraft black market. YouTube turned to the witchcraft black market. All kind of ritual spells and shit. You don't know what you drinking and shit like that. You don't know if it's some like goddamn fruit smoothie, the cane, sugar, goddamn seasoned salt and rat poison and shit like that. You don't know what the hell going on nowadays. You bitches be talking online. Tell them, trust me. Hey, keep your ears protected, bitch. Keep your ears protected. That ain't no damn witchcraft. That's damn premeditated murder. That ain't damn witchcraft right there. Let these bitches get too far with they goddamn devices. For real. Because you could do anything and it seemed like, you done something wrong. You know what I'm saying? She was online all day getting witchcraft spells on her and stuff like that. Talk about, if he wake up and he scratch his knee, that mean he's cheating on you. Oh, no, you can't even scratch your knee in the morning without your whole life get ready to be destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn sugar in your gas tank. Oh, God, you can't start up. Like, you can't go to work on time and shit like that. You trying to pay the bills and go to work on time. She in her mind like, yeah, bitch, that's what you get because I think you scratch your left knee in the morning. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's time to get online. Oh, no. It's time to get online for real. Black Magic Market on YouTube for real. Black Magic Market on YouTube for real. Pretty soon, in a year or two, shit, because we got Elon Musk in office with Trump now. Shit, in about 5-10 years, you're going to be able to buy somebody's organ on YouTube. You're going to sell it on YouTube, Amazon page. Hey, I just got this person's organ and shit. I know you need a lung, kidney. I'm saying real shit. There's going to be some real deep black marketing shit on YouTube. Don't let them fool you with MSNBC going out of business. I'm saying real, don't let them fool you because now they about to look just like you, and it's the same people doing it. Organ donor, black marketing, YouTube stuff like that. Now they coming in a different name. It ain't the Democratic Party, MSNBC, and none of them no more. It's something else now. It's like it's changed to something else. These guys coming to something else. They gonna look just like you and shit. Next thing you know, your grandma brain on YouTube up for market for sale and shit for $1,200. You know what I'm saying? And with a container home that come with it and shit. It's getting tricky out this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better peep game. Now look, check this out. Let's get we 12 minutes in. Now look. We're going in the Matrix, bitch. We're going in the motherfucking Matrix. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Grandma, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Now, peep motherfucking gang, bitch. Because a lot of y'all saltwater, taffy, face, neck, jawline, collarbones ain't getting with life the right way. So you get in some type of circumstance where your creativity start to get into a lacking area. And all your ability to have that stimuli that produce as creativity get used for things that's uncreative, get used for things that's unproductive. You end up trying to Find a creative way to destroy someone. Find a creative way to get likes. Find a creative one to please someone who might be more retarded than you, and something you don't even know that might be a damn bot or a fan or something like that, and to motivate you to go do a headbutt on a street pole, or go goddamn want to go play soccer with open toe sandals, got John Cleties on, goddamn next to some street curves and shit like that. So you'll be thinking that's the most intelligent thing to do. You in a hospital, all your goddamn wet knuckle cap, toe knuckles is broke and shit like that. You like, I was listening to somebody online. They told me I was chosen. You was chose to be mentally ill. You was chose to go get a headache. Anybody who go ahead and listen to somebody go ahead and headbutt a street pole, that's all you. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, street dive on a goddamn street curve, that's all you. Nobody told you to do that and shit like that. But shit, some shit online right now you might come across. You know what I'm saying? Like, she might tell you you're going to win $1 million and all kind of shit. You'll go ahead and do it. Here's the thing. You lack creativity now. All your creativity leads your ass to hell. Leads your ass to being a follower, blind leading the blind, and it leads your ass not even having no type of creative spark for your goddamn self. So when it's time for you to have some back pockety energy, you to be productive on things of that nature, ain't nothing there. It's just a whole bunch of test runs, whole bunch of pilots, like the first issue of something before the first episode, whole bunch of goddamn phases you going through that you have to realize that ain't you. You know what I'm saying? You got to be like, oh, this, damn, I don't want to jump through tables no more like Buck Gang. Oh, damn, I don't want to do a cartwheel off a bridge anymore. I might not even have my life to be able to upload any other video anymore. Because you see how they're giving all this money to these dumbass people who just get out of college, barely even know how to drive. And the money that they're getting make their parents and people around them look at them like, oh, well, this person knows something more than me and got this speedy ass car, get ready to fly right off a bridge and shit like that, just racing with their damn friends and shit, damn drunk, trying to get YouTube content. You know what I'm saying? This is what we're going through right now. We're going through a lot of mental illness, shit being dumped in people's hands and ain't got no problem being in. And motherfucker wouldn't even be on live on YouTube trying to street race with the goddamn car YouTube paid for. The YouTube paid for these motherfuckers, retards. Don't ever get that fucked up. These parents ain't put them in no circumstance or situation for them to know how to do that to even be like, shit, when I'm in this car, I'm not on YouTube at this point. So they ain't got no appreciation, nothing, the goddamn shit. We seeing these motherfuckers crash out. It's crash out season 2. This little do y'all know. It's been crash out season ever since the sun went in the damn Sagittarius, bitch. You ain't know no motherfucking better. Oh, it's been crash out season. Everybody be getting ready to crash out. They ain't crash out already about something. This America, bitch. You ain't got nothing to crash out about. You ain't been living in America the right way. You sheltered. You live in America, you going through anything, bitch. Even if you got one friend, bitch, that's enough. If you're on American soil to lead into something, you got something to crash out about, period. American soil is based off crash out. Pirate ships then crashed out, all planes, all missiles crashed out, and Native Indians, we didn't crashed out. Just crash out century. The niggas, European niggas came over here, didn't crash here, to settle. This crash out century. Central Northern America, bitch. It's nothing. If you ain't living, you ain't had no job, bitch. That's why you don't know nothing about nothing. You ain't had no job yet. You ain't had no relationship yet. You ain't had no friend yet. You must ain't even go to school yet. You ain't with no elementary. You ain't go to first grade. You ain't go to first grade. Say you ain't had no head start on that. I know a lot of people ain't go to head. I don't give a fuck, bitch. You either just being born in one of these hospitals. That's it, bitch. You already got something to complain about. You already got a reason to bitch. I don't give a fuck what you talking about, bitch. Yeah, go take your ass to another country then. Take your ass up, open your passport, bitch. Oh, a passport, bro, or something, shit like that. On this soil, bitch, you learn how to complain and get something right, so you ain't got to complain no more. Oh, bitch, you ain't got no American spirit. You ain't been living in America then. Your mind been in Egypt. Saying you might have been born in one of these hospitals or stuff like that. You know, your mind was on Mount Sinai, though. Your mind was doing cartwheels on some river fall next to Jesus Christ cloths and shit. You know what I'm saying? Gotta be, because ain't no way. You know somebody. You got a next door neighbor. You ain't got a reason to complain a bitch if you on American soil. Ain't no way. Like, because your brain gotta be somewhere else. You gotta be dumb, deaf, blind. You know what I'm saying? Something. Oh, it's real shit, bitch. I don't know what y'all in, like on some other type shit. I said, but goddamn, when we start talking about validation, right? You can lack qualities of creativity in the right area when you have a whole bunch of synthetic things that you want to be a part of due to the fact that the promises behind it. That, reason why I broke down everything I broke down, you don't be an individual who, may get some money dumped in your lap, get some expensive shit, like a race car or something like that, and then you don't know what to do with yourself. And it's almost like giving $1 million to a person who ain't mentally there. Giving $1 million to a fool, they ain't gonna do nothing but hurt themselves, kill themselves, and things of that nature within all the desires that they're falling in. That if they was placed in a scenario that it just was a will, when they get it and it looked like something that they desire, they actually know how to utilize it. They actually know how to use it, or don't take advantage of it, or don't allow that to place them in a compromising position in their life or take their life and things of that nature. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant and his daughter. He could have drove to that place. Why would you take it? But let's, rest in peace. But this is like little, things that God show angels as, it might seem like y'all living a life and living good, but everything in reverse. In all actuality, y'all kill yourselves. Y'all killing yourselves. That was unnecessary. Like, you could have drove there, and that wasn't even nowhere far and things of that nature. We got money to get private shit to it and things of that nature. Y'all don't know how deep this shit get, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you part of the demonic world. So, let's say you an actor, actress, musician, or some case may be, and the way you doing things, right? You got this, this gullible energy, so you're not strong. Ain't nobody gonna come tell you where to be strong at. So, you might got a team that's reaching a full capacity of 15 individuals that, orchestrate what you got going on to keep your career running. You got to know about 3 or 4 of them, know a little bit more about you and your career than you. So for the most part, you don't know what you're put in as far as a tarot card or a narrative to express something to, whatever your audience that you accumulate. And for the most part, you might be in some bullshit and thinking that you getting away with something, not knowing that, even the vehicles that you got wasn't even your recommendation. You ain't gonna get it yourself. You was just so trustworthy. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker give you a vehicle that'll shut off just based off knowing what you're trying to do. And if you're trying to be an escapee or something like that, and a person to know you in some type of crime because you're utilizing some money and you ain't supposed to be doing it, so they got their eye on you, and then you thinking you got this fast car and shit, not knowing your assistant or your lawyer, quote unquote, got that car for you, and you go a high velocity of speed, shit shut off at 90 miles per hour and shit like that. You like, what the fuck going on and shit like that? The person with you like, shit, I don't know a little bit more about it than you though. You know what I'm saying? And for the most part, bitch, you ain't get away with none of this shit because you utilizing money that was given to you anyway for bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, yeah, y'all don't be knowing what the fuck is going on. So you just need to be a righteous individual in the first place, and you wouldn't have to worry about shit like that. But an unintelligent motherfucker would get complacent in that. You see what I'm saying? And at the same time, it's just about off from the spring of the seed of needing validation, and whoever you getting validated to boost whatever you're in as far as a desire, and you ain't transmuted to be more godly as a will, then anything could be dangled in front of you. And it just might be a puppet master behind that motherfucking shit, bitch. You just might be a voodoo doll. You don't know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So at some point, when it comes to getting your ass online right now, when it comes to something that you want to create as a back pockety energy, you want to make sure you're more invested into that. So whenever you're doing that, that makes you appreciate whatever you got going on a lot better, your life a lot better, where it ain't no eyes around, where it's just your eye and God's eye. And if that's good, if the light is good, whatever light that you create, you can bask in that and start naming all the animals and stuff in the water and the natures about that, and it become your intellectual property. So for the most part, you start to lack the quality of even caring if other motherfuckers are hearing or not. And then you will reach that state that God will show you. No other external being with a piece of God. No, actual God will show you. Yo, it's time for you to bring this out in the world, because this is crafted, sharp, put out, and there may be experiences you need to go through as far as rejection to make it carved out a little bit more sufficient. So when you in that energy, then for the most part, that's when you more regard, because even when the rejections come, you don't take it the same as an individual that's looking at it through the filtering glasses of a desire. You're looking at it as a will. This ain't something that I actually desire and care if it go as far as other people desire it to go anyway. Yet I know this is the shit, and the space I was in allow it to look or be presented in a much more better way and more free way. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to freeway, but freestyle or more eloquent or more, non-confined, or whatever the case may be. And that's what everybody going to try to search and find. Bars, even the individuals that's in a desire, in some way, shape, or form, they're going to start looking at everything, even if they accumulated things in their desire that they want and that they need. But they're going to start looking at those things as these things around me for me, or is they around me for the thing I desire and the creative way I went about it. And then for the most part, that's when they're going to start even looking at you when you don't even got as much as them in the physical. And they may even use a lot of these things to even destroy you or even block your light if you start to be perceived as a threat, aka something that they have accumulated, start to sense an attention from you. And then an individual will be like, damn, the thing I got to get that attention is not even what's holding it. And this thing don't even got what I got to get that attention. And my thing is drifting off to them. What the fuck is going on? Then you got a secret enemy and shit like that. So you got to know what's going on with these inner energies and how to participate with a will and a desire. Because when you get too lost into a desire, you're going to need to get fed by other people's gas to gas you up. So that's already you going to need more validation, especially when you're getting it from strangers. You're going to be carving out what you think you're doing to be like for a motherfucker who probably dumber than you. And then you're going to be like a Beavis and Butthead just like them, because you're not somewhere appreciating or creating that creative gift or that back pocket energy where it could be truly and purely you. And it's a gift from God. And that's it. And you want to keep it in that position. And therefore, when you leave it up for judgment, you know what I'm saying? Only God could judge me. Because nobody else knows what the fuck going on. They don't know what they're doing. So only God could judge you. Even if it look like you coming fighting fire with fire. Bitch, it's God's version of fire. And you giving fire baptisms and shit. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. This motherfucking shit, goddamn it, everything getting healed. Everything getting, look, if you get drunk, wrap your ass up in a whole bunch of sheets and things of that nature and sweat that shit out. You know what I'm saying? If you got a headache or you sick, do them same things. All of these are, you just got too much a compilation of toxics in your blood and you ain't flushed it out yet. You know what I'm saying? You need some water. Now, once you flush these things out, you need to replenish it with something, right? So you got to fulfill what you just drank out because your body went to work. So it's going to be deficient in certain areas. And then that's when you get nurtured again. You know what I'm saying? You get something that got the things in it, whether it's a smoothie, milk, or if you don't drink milk, some other subsidiary that still got the same type of mama nutrients in it, or however the case may be. Or, and then once you start to fill yourself back up, you'll start to see that fatigueness or that cloggy thought, you know what I'm saying, start to get lessened on a percentage scale. Because, when we get a fatigue, that play out first as, mental clogginess. And that's letting us know our mental is scattered. So the blood that's getting ready to be condensed to be our adrenaline is going to be scattered. So that's anytime something's scattered, it's not confined, it's not condensed, it's not pure, it's not flushed, right? Then for the most part, it's going to play out as you lacking charge, you lacking energy, you lacking the ability to collect your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? AKA you physically being fatigued. And those are going to be the energies that these things is lacking nutrients mentally and physically that needs to be replenished, or there's an over compilation of something in it. You know what I'm saying? It could be either or. So you got to reach it back to an equalized balance. You know what I'm saying? In some way, shape, or form. When you got too many thoughts and feelings, it can lead you into scattered brain. And then for the most part, when you're not charging these things up, it can lead you into scattered brain and fatigueness. And charging these things up is, having your consciousness or what you're aware of on things that's more for you and your creative attribute that can cheer you up and things of that nature. And even physically, the things that you may lack after you flush out your blood with fluids like water. You know what I'm saying? Because water don't replace, water flush out. So don't look at water as a concept of something you need because you lack. You're already made out of water. So water is the mechanism of flushing. The joining of two energies the joining of two energies is sex. So the joining of two of the same energies is harmful. The joining of two different energies is harmonious, and all spectrums and things of that nature, all the way to the point that's how we make babies. So you're already made out of water. So it's good to wash your ass every day because of the things they got us doing in the world. But like when it comes to things like the things you're developing to survive and the way you made your mind and body to survive in the atmosphere and the environment in the first place, these things don't need to be washed every day. Like shit like your hair or shit like water, over drinking water and things of that nature. This actually dry you out faster than hydrate you and stuff like that, because you'll be drinking water right? But you'll also be flushing out a lot of oils and things of that nature. Because once you start to pee a lot and stuff like that, you start to flush out all the oils that produce as your cells to keep it a well-oiled running machine and things of that nature. And those things take the other nutrient qualities, like the things to help us, our body develop the vitamins it already have. So you might need some essentials as an assistance. So, you know what I'm saying? Those would be things like calcium, nitride, whatever the fuck, nitride oxide, whatever the fuck that shit is. But I got all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't let me start going in my shit. Motherfucker, calcium, carotene. Carotene is your blood to a certain degree, especially when it comes to calcium and carotene. Let's say you're an individual that's of some age and things of that nature. You want to go ahead and start to get a lot of carotene and things of that nature. It reverse gray hair cycles and things of that nature. So your the production of your blood being strong, once you get older, your blood flow and hormones don't be as active, right? So that's the only reason gray hair come to be. Gray hair just represents old blood cells and things of that nature. And once your body get older, you start having the estrogen versions of old blood cells before they flush out. So a lot of times the dead blood cells produce as hair, skin, and nails. But when you are in an older body, a lot of times it produces as more skin wrinkles, more nail brittleness, and more gray hairs, or the deterioration of hair itself. So you have to start replenishing in these things. So keratin to be the first thing that you need to go ahead and access to. And then other things like calcium and a whole lot of other things that if you don't even drink milk, subsidiaries, right? And then for the most part, balance that out with water, not over compensating one thing, water over everything else, because water is a flush out system, not a compilation system. Always keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? So you could kind of look at water, flush out, smoothie, a compilation, right? But what you putting in your smoothie, and you know, sometimes if it's a whole bunch of things that even lack the essentials that's in meat, that still might not be enough. So if you a person that don't eat meat, still you need to find something that was born out of pus. You know what I'm saying? That might sound bad and negative, but you need to understand the moment you left your mother is the moment you started to deteriorate. And that leads to organ illnesses and all kind of other things that y'all could look at in the mirror and may not know the actual starting point, but kind of could sense that, oh, I'm changing. My body structure is changing. And once you allow that to go further and further, you get the grandma and grandpa waistline earlier in your life also and shit when you don't keep track of these things, because you're widening it up, not keeping your body is speeding up the process, but it's lacking the nutrients that it need for it to build itself up in the right sufficient way when you're in nature and dealing with the atmosphere. And when you're dealing with these qualities, you don't even necessarily have to exercise as much, and especially if you fucking, and if you some females, if you get some good dick or whatever the case may be, you'll lose weight in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? You won't be up here like, goddamn it, 5 years of Lizzo and shit like, and DJ Khaled and shit like that. But Lizzo starting to look good a little bit. But you know, DJ Khaled, you know, he was exercising the same time as goddamn Rick Ross. How's Rick Ross the only one who slipped down a little bit? So it's the mind first. You know what I'm saying? It's the mind. And then it trickle down to physical. And then what you do personally in your physical may be totally something different, all the way to the point how I'm breaking it down. You may not even have to exercise as much as another motherfucker because you got your own kick. You got your own 1, 2. The way your spirit be at 7th, 8th, and 9th dimension to make the mind, aka how you do things, how you think about things, the way you move to condense and become your 1, 2, and 3rd dimension. What you physically do and what you physically pay attention to, how you receive information and react to it and do things about it. You know what I'm saying? So you'll be able to eat the fuck you want to eat in this motherfucking shit and look like me. You know what I'm saying? Look like me, bitch. That's about it. Come to mind mechanisms and mind, you know what I'm saying, mind tricks and shit like that, and jumping through loopy loop systems and finding how your way go, how you get your 1, 2 together. Your 1, 2, no, when you're going specifically on somebody else's 1, 2, that's another problem you may have. You're basing things based off validation. You know, so you're trying to get validated, like, well, I'm gonna take this diet of only eating bananas and stuff and celery stick water jugs and stuff like that, and then that might not be for you. Yours might be totally different and shit. You might have pineapple, apple juice, I'm saying, watermelon cut slices and oranges and shit. You know what I'm saying? However the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And some people, depending on how they was born and shit, they might got to watch that. Depending on if they're getting into heavy fruits, you know, citrus might not be as well to them as the other soft fruits, or and vice versa for another individual. Another individual might need more of the citrus shit based upon their gut and however their gut start to correlate things of that nature due to the fact of where they start to deteriorate at once they start to leave their mother and their mother's nipple and their mother's care. And then once you start to get, you know, a young kid and young adult, and then, I mean, teenager, young adult, you know, you still on your deterioration mode. But based upon what your mother was eating and your natures and how you go about things, your gut may be developed where it need more citrus due to the fact of other bacteria and stuff like that that need to be fought against, and how your body develop fibers and shit like that and get your hormones back in balance. So when you online or something like that, YouTube might be becoming a new black marketing YouTube concept where someone got a specific diet where, yeah, the outcome may have worked for them. It may be successful for them, but it ain't what they're doing, it's how they're doing it. So you need to take their natures, aka what about how long they participated in whatever they was doing, the mannerisms they was in and whatever they was doing. Those are the qualities you want to pull out. And then that's when you're listening to a wise teacher, not a fool, if they're teaching you that also, because they might be on a celery banana stick diet. But for the most part, and pause, no homo. But if they tell you, hey, it ain't this, you might be allergic to some of these things. You know what I'm saying? Because I am. And then for the most part, then you might have to tell homeboy or homegirl, it might be something that you need to find. And once you find something that make you not, let's say you eat it or you do it or you test it or you drink it, whatever it is, exercise, food, liquid, right? And it make you feel more replenished other than fatigue. That's put you on the right time. That put you on the right time. And even if you got like an illness or something like that and it cools it off, whatever the case may be, boom, that lets you know you're on the right track. Anytime you eat, drink, or do something and then you get more fatigue or exhausted, that's something opposite to the way your body and atmosphere and blood flow works. So that's something going in the opposite direction of your current. So when you find that, boom, dude will be like, hey, that might be, plums and strawberries and bubbles. And I was like, oh, I like that. I ain't allergic to those and shit. Saying I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna take your characteristics. This what God lead me to find over here: the good water, fruit, and juice. You know what I'm saying? And strawberries and grapes and waterfalls and jiggles and saying stuff like that. I'm gonna use this diet and stuff like that. Yo, what kind of state of being you supposed to be in when we dealing with our own personal way and go about something? You understand? Oh, now you got your diet going. You good to go. You good to go, bitch. If you know what I mean. I'm sad. And then other than that, when you're in that type of situation, boom, you won't have to go through a whole bunch of phases where you realize some of these outcomes may be a mistake. And then you won't have to be in no victim eyes and energy where you start to blame the individual that you got that knowledge from, like, oh shit, it didn't work. You know what I'm saying? It didn't work. Use a grifter, charlatan. You know what I'm saying? Energy. You know what I'm saying? And some other motherfucking shit that you get ready to fight the power about in your mind that you really made your own motherfucking mistake and shit like that. Bitch, you wasn't born out the same ass as that person and nobody told you to put the same things in your mouth as that person. Pause. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, how things is done, we could share those qualities all day and shit like that. That person probably did it at that time of the day and shit like that. Okay, that's good for you to just eat that meal 12 p.m. All right, boom. You know what I'm saying? Because you probably was eating it around 12 a.m. and shit like that, sleeping on it when your body ain't working, waking up, now you nutty professor in the morning. You see what I'm saying? Like little shit like that. Boom. So what y'all ate based upon individually at 12 p.m., hey, that's everybody's own goddamn responsibility and accountability and things of that nature. But real good qualities that, oh, at 12 p.m. you do that, I do that. Oh, these are the results. Oh, boom, good to go. You good to go. You know what I'm saying? That's to get the mind mechanism right. Get your mind mechanisms right. Once your mind mechanism get up early, bitch, and get your mind mechanism right. You know what I'm saying? You don't need no damn peppermint. I'm saying the cinnamon peppermint one or the green peppermint don't stimulate the brain before the, you know what I'm saying? Real shit, classroom tests and shit. And all kind of other stuff. You know how they used to do us back in high school and shit like that. I used to tape out other people's, tape out 5 of them. Shit, I need real stimulated. I might not can't even sit still in my seat, knowing I'm gonna fail the test already. I can't even focus and shit like that. But I might could focus if I can go ahead and get another peppermint teacher. Can I get another peppermint? Oh shit! I'll say whole focus on how I can get another peppermint and shit like that. Then maybe I could think. So it's like Aries always got to do something first. The first energy always kick in. I said I already got a peppermint. It's like something else jump in first. If you get another peppermint, then you can think. You know what I said? I'm like, all right, so now I gotta think how I get this other peppermint, get somebody else's peppermint, boom, take that, boom. If you get one more, then that's when you can focus again. You know what I'm saying? So I always gotta do something first. Always gotta do something else first before I get to something else that's supposed to be first. I said that's sometimes an Aries problem. Sometimes, you know, so I always gotta do something else first so I get to the actual thing first. Once I get that done with my life, that's my self accountability. That's my responsibility. You know what I'm saying? That's what I gotta learn, bitch. I'm an Aries, bitch. That's what I gotta learn. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit! Do all that first. You know what I'm saying? There'll be a whole bunch of bullshit to the person's plate. That's unnecessary. Aries got that problem. Aries got that problem. I said, Aries do got that problem. We'll say, go ahead and get the thing we need to get. Be like, wait, maybe should do this first. Then do something else that I claim I need to do first. Something come first before that. But then if I do that first, it'd be a whole bunch of first shit. So I'd be behind. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Be behind imaginary first concepts and shit. So I gotta stop doing that sometimes. Real shit. Got a whole lot of goddamn first concepts and circumstances. But like I said, right? When you on, let's say you're trying to get online or however the case may be, right now, if you're online and you in search for validation more, right? Or you think what you did was already the holy grace of God and the ninth wonder of the world and shit like that, right? You might get your pride hurt if you're basing more of these things based upon validation or likes. And if you're a person who grew up with that shelter kind of quality, you truly don't know yourself yet. So you get ready to hurt yourself, just present yourself in the world, right? Because a lot of the things that you are going to get ready to claim that you're damaged about don't necessarily got anything to do with the root problem. And the thing that's getting damaged is something that you ain't anyway. Let's say you grew up in a life and you got validated on being a soccer player and shit, but that ain't you, because eventually you're going to grow up and be like, I'm a pianist. But if it ain't really you and things of that nature, right, you're going to be in some type of situation where you're going to try to play soccer and shit in an area that people just let you go ahead and hurt your pride and shit and say you suck. And you're going to be like, damn, why life doing me like this and that and third? And that ain't even something you have to cry about. Boom, that's a synthetic thought you lost in, because God didn't even tell you to do that. God said you was a pianist or something like that. And that might have been a situation to show you, stop doing that. Say, put that down, child. What the hell you doing? Stop doing that. That ain't you. In some way, shape, or form, that's how God will do it in things. And then if you will never look over there to that pianist or however the case, I'm just using that as an example, right? And God gonna stop fucking with you. God gonna be like, I'm showing you this, I'm showing you that. Motherfuck them damn soccer balls and shit, bitch, and Dragon Balls is. You know what I'm saying? You can't get out of it. Say, well, go suck Jesus Christ balls then, bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's how God gonna come at you. God gonna be like, I never knew you then. Because if you knew me, you know I come through you being that pianist. I ain't coming through you being no soccer player, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Real shit, I ain't coming in that attribute, bitch. You better learn how to see me if you can't see me in front of you, bitch. I come through people, places, and things, bitch. You better learn how to look. Your monkey ass ain't never looking. You know what I'm saying? You could be trying to be a soccer player and shit. Pianist could have made you rich and have a whole little soccer goddamn corporation. You know what I'm saying? Shit, just off your pianist money and shit like that and things. But you ain't want to look at your house system. You ain't want to look at your astrological metrics and stuff like that. You ain't want to watch my live stream and shit. So now you somewhere faulty. You done spent 60,000 years of your life trying to emanate soccer balls and shit like that. Now you on a deathbed. You ain't fulfilled the shit. Never proved anything. Never got the high school jock. None of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Or got the with the best relationship, male or female. However the case y'all in. That's how they made goddamn Facebook. Some old hag ain't get goddamn the high school jock and shit like that. And she was start practicing voodoo and shit like that. She was like, I wonder what old Mike is doing. You know what I'm saying? Mike he got 20,000 damn grandkids and shit like that. So you already know he got goddamn spells practicing. And that was the day that Facebook started selling goddamn meals that old people think they was cooking and shit like that. That was one of the first new crimes. The old dude died and shit like that. Don't even know what he died for. His wife didn't order the meal from someone that had a crush on him way back in high school and shit like that in a football team, and then she was like a cheerleader. You know what I'm saying? She gonna get old ass Mary Sally, gonna go, well, way old as hell, create Facebook just to figure out something and shit like that, and still got his ass. Gotcha, bitch. Oh, that's fucked up. Oh shit. And you know she knows she got out of college and started working for the feds. That's it. She was just on her retirement shift. That old ass bitch was on her retirement shift, and she created Facebook talking about, yeah, this high school reunion, new age. No, it's a new secret way to goddamn do secret psyops and murder. Oh, I'm saying real shit. Old ass bitch. And take your ass down like you should have had some damn grandkids by somebody else. I'll say you would have had some grandkids. I'll say you should have like moved on in your life or something like that. This bitch was still in the goddamn high school in 1932 and shit like that. Shit way in goddamn 2000, goddamn 9 and shit. I say, goddamn, you still got a revenge. Some people keep grudges forever. I say, don't ever fuck with 50 Cent. Nobody. I said, oh shit, goddamn, you got a grudge with somebody forever, bitch. Now, person who made Facebook, that bitch a cancer. I'm gonna sip the tea on that. That old bitch of cancer. You ain't gonna tell me that old bitch ain't no cancer. Ain't nobody trying to retract family who ain't even alive anymore. And old high school people and stuff like that. Lost in memory, family, cut down heart connections. That's cancer shit. Facebook was made of cancer. Cancer old bitch made that. They ain't gonna lie. You can't tell me that's cancer made that. I'm saying? Real shit. Look at it, compare and contrast. Compare and contrast. Twitter, IG, Facebook. Facebook way more family orientated, memory based. They even got some shit up there talking about, hey, remember this? Some old shit you don't even give a fuck about. You thought you deleted. Like, did I delete that shit? Oh, actually be into some memory. I want to upload it again. But, what the fuck? I'm saying, they ain't nothing but the fans to remind you, yeah, we watching you. That's it. That's it. Yeah, remember you had this gun. You still got that gun. Yeah, that's it. That's it. It'll never go no further than that. Yeah, remember that car we put you over in? You still got that? Oh, that's it. I remember this. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And they know how to find some memories that dealt with a week or a month. You dealt with them too. Like, oh, no, I don't like that week. I don't like. Y'all know how y'all got them like favorite songs and stuff, or sometimes songs that played out that was in the past, they pop up and it like remind you of old memories. It'd be that. That's what Facebook all about. So a whole goddamn old lady that was a fan in her day. That's how Facebook was made. You can't tell me it ain't got them qualities, them characters, imageries, and sentiment. You can't tell me. I'm Archangel Uriel, bitch. Set my tea on that. I'm gonna set my tea on that. Chop jam boom boom. I'll say all real people. Sound beautiful. Poor shape. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? They go crazy in this motherfucking shit. Got a peak game, but hey, everybody people and shit. But at the same time, you just gotta know this shit. Goddamn it, people be spiteful for years. You never know, so be careful what you say to people and shit like that. They might be when you was in high school and shit like you might not know what you was doing. You was just young, hot, and horny or something like that, right? And just shit, especially if you a man, you joined the football team and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You think you can have all the cheerleaders. You don't know it's about one or two cheerleaders getting ready to get in Wicca. Get ready to go to college, get initiated, all kind. You know what I'm saying? Yo, no, so you just chill out, man. Just be cool and stuff like that, man, and learn how to get some wisdom. Welcome to Archangel Uriel channel. Hopefully you're in high school right now. You got a better mind. And that's it. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? You got a better mind right now, and you know what 4 + 4 is way before they taught you it. And it don't really go no further than that. And then, like I said, all these mind metrics and energies and stuff like that, these are things we need to keep track of. Because due to the fact of needing too much validation, your creativity spark could get led to trying to do things creatively to please or carve out something that may be unjusted for you. You know what I'm saying? Unjustified, whatever the you know what I'm saying? Real shit. Something that, goddamn it, you gonna realize you go through and be like, damn, I don't even want everything this shit coming with and shit like that. Be careful what I ask for, energy. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna be asking you questions. Well, hey, when you gonna do this? When you gonna do that? You know what I'm saying? And that's when you know, damn, fuck, you lost in la la land. You accumulated too much flunkness in some way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? So at some point, you was trying to justify something based off someone else who was probably dumber than you. You know what I'm saying? And you justified it in your mind. Like, maybe this is something I probably need to adjust myself in. You just adjust yourself in some dirt. You know what I'm saying? You just adjust yourself in some goddamn lily pond fish that was in the Bible and shit with Jonah and them and shit like that. Real shit. Some earth, wind, and fire goddamn missing an element. So you ain't all correlated together and shit like that. You just got earth, wind, fire. No water was in it or something like that. Now you dehydrated like the song I played at the beginning. And so you got to be careful and shit. You got to know how to put all these mind mechanisms together. Real shit. You don't want to be loose out here. You'll crash into an asteroid real quick, and then that play out in reverse in the 1, 2, and 3rd dimension. You ain't have direction. So it's like you was indirect, boom, loose all over the place, boom, play out into the 1, 2, and 3rd dimension. Now it's all kind of situations that ain't grounded, it ain't stable, the table ain't screwed in, your bolts in your head ain't tight. You know what I'm saying? Everything all over the place. Duck, duck, goose. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn DuckTales and shit. Dr. and Duck, you diving in a whole bunch of coins, shallow, 6 feet water and shit like that. Wasn't, you know what I'm saying, deep enough for you to dive in. Shit became shallow. Shit became real shallow. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to become shallow. Now you getting ready to become a hardened heart. You know what I'm saying? You allow somebody to make you negative and dry and all this goddamn shit. Now you lack creativity. And now you about to become a person who create creative ways to do negative shit. Creative ways to be spiteful, creative ways to be manipulating. You ain't anybody do nothing but put blood on your own motherfucking hands because you don't know how to protect your own goddamn spirit. So that's that energy too. You need to understand. Validation could lead you into a hell. Now ain't nothing wrong with validation, but you have to look at that like a perk. You know what I'm saying? Not the one Future was talking about in the song, the one goddamn Lil Peep went to sleep on and stuff like that and things. And rest in peace, goddamn it, the other homeboy, what's his name? The Chicago. I forget his name. You know what I'm saying? They rich homie Quantum. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I forgot they still making money off him to this day. Y'all said they know his name. Y'all saying they getting ready to make other artists with his name and stuff like that, all kind of shit. No, not Vaughn. Vaughn ain't dive no pills. Shout out to God. That Vaughn ain't dive no pills. Juice WRLD, yeah, Juice WRLD, yeah, off the juice and shit like that. So y'all gotta be careful of that too, because you know what I'm saying, y'all trying to join industries and y'all already got certain habits, man. You don't know who you dealing with, and you don't know what they putting in. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, throw they rock and hide their hands and shit. Like, you gotta be careful. Be careful out here. You know what I'm saying? Somebody will present a contract to you, say, yeah, you should be on that stage. Now you feel validated and stuff like that. You don't know what's on that stage. That stage might be you being inside of a tarot card or something like that and things. And you don't know what tarot card it is. It might be the devil card at that time, Tower Moment card at that time and shit like that. AKA, y'all heard about Travis Scott concerts and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Set my tea on that. I'ma set my tea on that. So you just be careful. You know what I'm saying? You know, the time, father, you know what I'm saying? The day, mother, and the energy, the enemy, you. And then you could play that. You could be a living representation of God's children down here for one, for all for one. When you ain't in that mechanism and things of that nature, boom, you left up for demons that ain't the person don't even gotta be. It's just a characteristic you think because it's floating around in the synthetic. You think it's something you're supposed to uphold. You think it's something you're supposed to go ahead and do a jump in front row and cartwheel in front of and shit like that and be like, hey, I want to be that. Now you're gonna take a whole bunch of esoteric energies that ain't meant for you and shit like that. Generational curses just because you want to be born and say I'm that and not say I'm back. See, when you say I'm back, that's different. When you jump down here, I'm that. Oh, shit. You don't know what that is. Do you know what that is? Do you know what that is? I said that might be the string is wrapped around you, someone else moving around. Do you know what that is or not? I said that's what you got to think and stuff like that. Rockefeller Records, I said blue coat, red coat. So my tea on that. Saying that at the same time, there's be a whole bunch of other circumstances where there's red pill, blue pill, Democrat, Republican, saying Hebrew Christian. So you just got to know logic or you intuition. I'm saying which one? You know what I'm saying? Esoteric, exoteric, left brain, right brain, yin yang. You know what I'm saying? Day, night. Saying spring, summer, and fall, winter. Then you understand the holy library. You're the holy, so you know you was lying, eating berries and shit in the Garden of Eden and shit. Got juicy, fruit juices dripping down your face and stuff like that. Yeah, you got caught with your hand in a cookie jar. Say you got caught your hand in a cookie jar. How you think we got famous name is box of chocolate chip cookies now and shit? And life's a box of chocolate, Forrest Gump, and Lieutenant Dying, all this kind of energy, Lieutenant Prime Colonizer face. And say real shit. Don't lose your legs. You'll only be able to walk on your belly like a snake. Bars. Lieutenant Dan, saying real shit. You can't get up. Your mind's stuck. It's encapsulated and shit like that. You can't do nothing else but go to war in your mind. Get flashbacks, get trauma, get whiplashes and shit like that and shit like that. Nobody told you to go out and get yourself in debt. That's all that is. That's all it's about. It ain't about nothing else. You might still got your legs, real oil running machine, kneecaps and shit like that. You gonna work 20,000 hours out of the day with them though. Y'all said, and that's it. And that's it. Lieutenant Dan. I'm sad. Yeah, peep game in this world. Don't get your ass swamped. But when it comes to the mind mechanisms and stuff, don't be out here just in search for validation. Especially when it comes to strangers, right? You want to get to know individuals first. Then you want to start to produce and things of that nature. When you're just leaving it up there for, judgment and stuff like that, you're allowing a bunch of other damaged individuals to come up with their ideas of something you may be way more invested in, way more intelligent in, and things of that nature. And then you trying to, crap out what you do for the sake of individuals you don't even know or individuals who ain't even around you to understand what y'all got going on or how to keep things going as you as an entity and things of that nature. Then this where you actually plan out in reverse what you are spiritually, aka a person that has a lot of insecurities. Even if you don't have no one in your life, you want to actually see if you find some kind of creative attribute you have, something that you can validate yourself, something that you can choose yourself. So you're not out here feeling like you're getting chose, because getting chose come with, dangling voodoo practices and energies and things of that nature. Because a lot of times people want to be chose for things that's created in the world that don't have anything to do with your creativity.
creativity and your creative spark being drained to only be utilized for those things. You know what I'm saying? And for the most part, that validation of being chose, you'll start to see once you realize you want to be chose something yourself and have people around you that you can choose and things, you'll start to see you don't even have that access. You got some other access that come with responsibilities from you that you don't even probably care for or won't even uphold. So for the most part, you want to make sure you put yourself in that position where you either got something that you can like for yourself, or you got people around you that already validating, and you got that behind closed doors energy with them due to the fact of it's y'all against the world at that point, right or wrong. And then that builds any good quality, especially if it's right. And that's real good tribal energies that you necessarily need to have, because it will protect you from presenting yourself in the world that you need to accumulate in. But it got a lot of fart cloud stimuli and a lot of individuals that may be going off these stimuli that may not know no better. And then for the most part, if a collection of those present an idea that may be in opposition of, you know, what your true self and what you're going through, and let's say you're a godly person, can't nobody tell you shit anyway, then for the most part, that comes from you needing to stay in that space and not care about those stones being casted anyway, because those are just individuals that's already in self-reflected energies anyway, aka needing some sense of validation, and they're creating creative ways to do dumb shit in general. So it's a whole dumb world to do creative shit in, but it's not creative in general, especially when it comes to the holy holies, or just in general, it's not a creative world. So it might be a person being intelligent on how to rob a bank with their crew, but in all actuality, to rob a bank is stupid itself. So anybody who all agreeing to go rob a bank, yeah, you're gonna have someone who's the most intelligent in it, but who's to say any of them intelligent if all of them sharing a world of wanting to rob a bank? You get what I'm trying to say? I gotta get some tissue. So it's almost like, if you know a better way of going about something and you ain't got to rob a bank, why would you be sitting around worried about the idea of someone or a group of individuals that only know how to rob a bank? Of what you doing right or wrong, with whatever you doing in the first place is white collar or blue collar. You already the bank teller. Why is you allowing a bank robber to tell you as a bank teller you ain't bank telling right? When all a bunch of bank robbers know how to do is have conversations about bank robbing. So you got to think to yourself, why would you listen to someone to put you in a docile space so they can rob the bank, right? And then now you don't got no job at being a bank teller because you're allowing bank robbers to justify your characteristics. And letting a bank robber justify your characteristics, this makes you docile and allows them to rob the bank. And you'll get blamed for it in this motherfucking shit. And then therefore, you don't got no bank teller job and they in jail. No one wins and things of that nature. So for the most part, if you, the bank teller, and there's things going on at the bank job, you stay in that motherfucking place. Motherfuckers don't know what's going on at the bank job and behind closed doors and what employee just got hired here, what employee manipulating things with contracts and stuff and shit like that. So a motherfucker who just a bank robber, or a motherfucker who just go to the bank in and out, and they could justify the motherfucking bank tellers and what they think that who was a good bank teller and who ain't, and gossip all the motherfucker they want. At the end of the day, every time you see the motherfucker, they just coming and going out the bank or being bank robbers. Who gives a fuck? You see what I'm saying? So you want to make sure you don't try to please the intelligence of a bank robber or a person coming in the bank when you already the bank teller and you dealing with the bank problems way more than these individuals. You know what I'm saying? And these individuals, so you got to peep game. And that's like an attribute of validation, right? That's like being with the wrong crowd, or that's like being amongst the wrong people, family, friends, associates, coworkers, however the case may be, right? A lot of y'all got family or friends or coworkers or things of that nature that may not even necessarily be involved in what you're trying to do creatively. Yet you're taking their advice on how you're supposed to draw your picture. You know what I'm saying? It's like this kind of concept, right? You're doing something to be in a certain position. Then you got someone who not in that position that you're close to saying, hey, if I was you, I'd do this. You should do this. You should do this, that, and the third. Yet, if you wasn't in that position, they wouldn't even have that idea to even tell you that. So they might think it's a creative idea in their mind, but why ain't they in a position that you are in? So you see how they might think they're intelligent, but the world they're in general is a retarded one. And you could get frustrated trying to prove something to them or show them something a certain way, or even turn their idea down. And even if they have a good idea, you may second question taking it because you know that they may have this creative idea to do something in a negative world, aka try to end up taking credit for everything that you have accumulated for them to even have the idea for what they said in the first place. Then they'd be running around saying whatever you did, you got that from them in some made up neverary June 32nd day. You know what I'm saying? So you got to keep that in mind also. So it'd be like weird as hell. And then, and every now and then, when you don't know how to counterpartmentalize, you'll put yourself in that type of situation based upon just needing validation and not checking things in the butt. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. And then, and then the person that do that can't even take it as far as you. So then nobody won. The bank teller don't got no job no more, and the bank robbers went to jail. AKA, you're not seen for something you produced, and you can't go no further. And then the person that took it, what God gave you, they can't even reach the point for them to pay attention to you. So they ain't going to take it further. So it dies with them, and they took it from you. It died from you. So that energy didn't go nowhere. So I'm saying? So what time is it? Oh, okay. 1 more hour. But so it goes into it like that. If you try to understand validation, especially when it comes to, and you want to get to know people, but you want to start everything from the early instant of, you know what I'm saying, not needing so much validation from strangers if they haven't become someone you are aware of or know or intertwined with yet, or just online in general. Because due to the fact of your creative attributes and it being left up for judgment, you don't know what angles individuals is coming at from negative qualities. You don't know it's a robot page. You don't know if this someone in a funk that day. Someone probably got a family member that died or whatever the case may be. So they just want to give their pain and make everybody feel the way that they feel. And you were just one of the people that was picked that day. You don't know how many other people they did that to. And you will start to look at these things. And this is where you start to think the negative things means matter than the positive things. You're not supposed to do that. And this is what people do in the world because they're in that stimuli. So they even go in their comments and shit. And if I ain't looking at the positive, I don't look at comments at all. That's probably why y'all see me a lot of times. I never responding to shit and things. If I don't even see it. And then if I do see it, if it's just more negative and things of that nature, I just leave it at that. It give me something. It's not a reactionary energy for me. See what I'm saying? Because I got other things I built up myself to do. So it don't never have anything to do with validation. So it don't matter if it's negative or positive. That's not where I get my juice to build me up to do what I do. You see what I'm saying? So when you find your own place, you built your juice and validation up, then you're like really invincible to anything, negative or positive, right? And then you'll still be able to see God in it. Because you'll be able to see things that's coming through positive qualities where it still ain't good. And you'll be able to see things that's coming through negative qualities where it can be good. You see what I'm saying? And then you'll be able to look at things from all fashions, right? But still be spiritually protected throughout it all. And at the same time, accumulating real, genuine individuals and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? And then just looking at that aspect, you'll start to know that when you're doing stuff for God, don't nobody actually know what's going on anyway. And when you're doing things for God, God give you enough correspondences and things in the world to show you as confirmations, enough reciprocation, enough accumulations, enough circumstances to be like, okay, I know I'm not bullshit. I know I'm on something. Even when you stumble and fall every now and then, right? Wherever you're wrong, guys, somewhere down the line, you're still right, right? And you just got to have that faith. It'll come to show. It'll come to the light, right? And you'll be able to see all spectrums, even through the positive, even through the negative. And therefore, these things don't become a desire. Because it'll become polarized, where you always want something to be positive, or you always think something negative and can never get better, where it ain't got nothing to do with that. Like I said, I always tell y'all, universe ain't happening to you or for you, it's happening through you. So if the universe seem like it's something happening to you, don't play a victim. If the universe seem like it's happening for you, don't get too greedy with your mouth, thinking that it always could be that way. And it's always going to play out as positive outcomes. And then when you know it's just happening through you, you know that both of these experiences is just that, an experience for you to encapsulate, but also not get easily persuaded by to dictate your actions into something that ain't got nothing to do with truly you. And it's just something that you're getting ready to do some intelligent shit for a stupid world, aka validation. And validation ain't nothing you need to be in search for. Make everything yourself. Love, hate, validation, prosperity, anything, anywhere you can look at in an encyclopedia. Deal with that with yourself first. And that's true animism. Then when you deal with that in yourself, you know how to see those true characteristics outside of you in all instances, right? Even beyond interacting with individuals and stuff like that. Therefore, you're able to pick up on those qualities and know when you, for your position, is doing it right or wrong, whether it's right or wrong to another individual or not. Guess whose spiritual space is going to be protected more? Yours. You know what I'm saying? And whose only spirit that matter at the end of the day? Yours, because you wasn't born with nobody and you ain't gonna die with nobody and things of that nature. Even if y'all all in the same circumstance and situation like 9/11 or the case may be, everybody went to their own maker, separated from that, came back in into their own space and how they was able to be free. But other than that, that's the circumstance you need to be in, or you're going to constantly manifest situations to be frustrated about, situations to be complaining about that only lead to a person, place, or thing you involved yourself in, and start having that whole life flash before your eyes where you ain't get ready to die. It's just all those memories of, oh, this was the starting point to how I attracted this motherfucking reprobate in the first place. I'm saying, and then for you just want to go through all that, kind of compartmentalize, and then the same energy you put in, it's the same energy work to get your ass back out of that, even time frame wise. And now you're doing spiritual work. Now you're putting yourself in a broader cycle. Now you're getting out of encapsulated dirt, swan energy, and raising again to be a dove, or if you want to call it a phoenix, however the case may be, right? And then don't turn it into an ego. Keep going, because you don't want to be in one area just above or a little above others, but you ain't go further. So you're on the example that's going to play out as narcissistic and ego, and just be that ego where you could be a phoenix, go beyond space, and just be the example of the direction that other people can go in their own magnitude, in their own way, at their own pace, at their own role, from their own background lens and things of that nature. Therefore, there's no pressures, there's no pressure, there's no narcissism, there's no I did this for you, you do this for me, and you not doing this, so I'm not doing that concept. And therefore, everybody on their own free will. Then it ain't what we do, it's how we do it. It's still going to appear like we all doing the same thing. It's just we doing it in God magnitude. You know what I'm saying? And when we do it in God's favor, boom, we all good to go. But yeah, so let me go ahead and charge this phone so I get ready for these. Well, I only got one at the moment, but I left it up for no, I got two. Yeah, and then I got like 3 readings. And then for the most part, for anybody else or newcomers and things of that nature, I left a post on how to get that done, because anytime I already get that ahead, that just give me the idea that, oh, other people may not know based on these people who just did it, them knowing, so other people might think the same way. So I left a post on how to get a reading or a consultation, however the case may be. But other than that, yeah, y'all keep y'all spiritual practices together. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep your spirit protected, and just know the circumstances that we're going through is a shift and a phase. And I love all y'all from the bottom of my heart. Flight boss, bitch, for sure. You're not listening to the Mind of Military's Move. I am the Royal Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. I'm gonna put her that. That's it.